trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Huskers will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will go to work first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Running back searching for a hole. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Lewis to throw. Punch it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll go back to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Nebraska's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Here's a heat. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll try the run. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
He'll do it himself. Oh, a lot of space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll run it from the gun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll send out the kicker here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Lewis to throw. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the run, it's Welch. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Buffaloes are rolling down the field. End off from the shotgun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Lewis wants to pass. They'll run the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Dances away to buy time. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Well, they came into this game believing they could run the football in critical down and distances, and they did it right there on that 4th down.
The snap sets up to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants it all. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Scrambling away. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle, it's Bonner. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooked. Wide open spaces. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Lewis to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Complete downfield. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Finds his big tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Arizona State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
And up. He's got it on the outside. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Had to throw it before he wanted.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught in the backfield. It's Welch. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Miller.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lewis wants to pass. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone and understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Quarterback making checks. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis to throw. This time it's complete. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Used the play fake, now to throw. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the tight end. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in, maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
To the air, it's Raiola. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when... those long yardage situations.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays. Go.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Gives it on the option. He breaks a tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Lewis wants to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Quick strike complete. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. It's Hunter. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Caught over the middle, it's Key. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The gift to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Lewis to throw. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UTEP was able to cap off a close one inside the Sun Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Bonner. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running the option, it's Lewis. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Buffaloes are on the move. The run from the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
It's so... When you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execute.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Key. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flat. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Turning on the Jets. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down here for the offense. Back to pass. It's Salter. A shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another